Skeletor! Skeletor, where are you?
I'm here, Whiplash.
Are you okay, Skeletor?
No, I've just woken up in a dumpster and covered in blood and bruises. My ribs feel broken. There is shit in my pants, and I appear to have wet myself.
What happened, Skeletor?
I have no idea, Whiplash. This morning I was minding my own business when suddenly everything went black and painful. I woke up this afternoon in the condition I have just described.
Do you still want to do the show, Skeletor?
No, not really. I suppose there isn't much choice, though. Have you prepared all the questions?
Yes, Skeletor, but we've just received a voice message from Gerard O'Connor.
That's all I need. What does he want?
He wants you to call Chuck Norris to challenge him to a fight. He thinks you wouldn't dare.
Of course I would dare. I'm not afraid of Chuck Norris. Unfortunately, I don't have his number. Oh, my phone is ringing. Who could that be? Right, hold on. Whiplash, go away now.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, let me get this. Right. Hello?
Hello, Skeletor. This is Chuck Norris.
Oh, hello, Mr. Norris. How did you get my number?
I'm Chuck Norris.
Oh, of course. How can I help you, Mr. Norris?
I heard you wanted to challenge me to a fight.
Oh,
When would you like to meet?
What?
When would you like the fight to happen?
Oh, whenever you want. I'm always available for fighting, and I'm not scared of you. You decide.
Okay, how about this afternoon?
I can't really do this afternoon because I have an appointment at the optician's.
Okay, well, how about tomorrow morning?
Monday. Oh, no, I can't. I'm helping someone then to wash a dog.
Okay, well, tomorrow afternoon then.
Well, no, I will still be washing the dog. It's a very big and complicated dog.
Okay, let's see. I can do Tuesday afternoon.
The morning would have been fine, but Tuesday afternoons I go swimming with Panther, and he'll get upset if I cancel.
I see. I'm free all day Wednesday.
Oh, that's a shame. On Wednesdays I go to my sister's.
Okay, I can make Thursday evening.
Oh, shit. I'm busy then. I'm hosting a party.
Could I come to the party?
Oh, no, it's a party for women only. Even I'm not invited.
So you are free then?
No, I'm going to cross-dress and sneak into the party.
I see. Friday lunchtime I'm available.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm having an unnecessarily time-consuming quote for replacement windows and doors, which I have absolutely no intention of following up on.
Okay, Saturday then?
No good. I have an appointment with the dentist. All day.
Okay, well, I'm busy all next week.
Chicken, if you're scared, just say so.
Look, I have an idea. What were you doing earlier this morning?
Oh, nothing at all. I was just sitting about minding my own business. I was totally available then.
Okay, well, why don't I come over about 7 hours ago and kick the shit out of you?
What? 7 hours ago? How is that possible?
Well, I'm Chuck Norris. Okay, that's settled then. I'll be over to smash you to bits 7 hours ago. In fact, if you assess your current physical condition, you will discover that I have been successful.
Oh, shit.
Has the penny dropped, Skeletor?
Yes, it has somewhat.
Good. Never challenge me to a fight again. Cheerio!
Fuck! Ouch! Right. Greetings, I suppose, and welcome to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. Shh, it's the internet's best kept secret. Right, we start with more mind-boggling profundity from the fertile imagination of Mimi Rogers, who asks, what is favourite ice cream? Well, this is ice cream which one likes the most. In my case, I like it all, equally. Next. Jason Raphael Murdoch asks, tequila, Coca-Cola, or beer? Which would be best to bathe Evil Lynn? Evil Lynn will tolerate no interference during her bathing protocol. You underestimate her, my friend. Jason also has this request. Unfortunately, this has nothing to do with burgers, and as such will not elicit a furious reaction from Monkey Boy. His frustration at being unable to access a Wendy's is based purely on their comestibles. But thank you, Jason, for your commitment to upsetting that long-haired layabout. Resident psychopath H.P. Bifter asks, which annoying comedic TV character would you throw down a well to drown in vomit and diarrhea from 15 dyspeptic lions fed on PCP and Taco Bell? Well, rather than a single character, I would choose the entire cast, writers and production team of Mrs. Brown's Boys. This lowest common denominator quote-unquote comedy deserves to be submerged in lion shit. Actually, can we throw Michael McIntyre down there as well, for the crime of being insipid and irritating? Thanks, Bifter. General Stephen Jones of the Expansion Division asks, what is your favourite memory as a child? One day, when I was 6 years old, I was closely observing a woodlouse, or pillbug, as it walked along a wall. As I was studying it, the creature was struck by a thick, enormous shit from a passing bird, likely a seagull. And not only did the poo plaster the louse firmly to the surface of the wall, it also splattered and a bit splashed into one of my open eyes. This was a defining moment in my formative years, and to this day I consider it to be an appropriate metaphor for this journey we call life. Thanks, General. Okay, now this week's question from the perplexing Ben Stutley was, of course, answered last week. I shall now reveal that question to demonstrate my skill at precognition, and I shall respond with the answer to the question he will ask next week. If you find this confusing, please don't worry, you are not alone. So, Ben writes, I just need some choreography advice for the actors in the final food fight scene of the upcoming Carry On Up the Riding School film to avoid injury to the children and animals. Of course, no problem. The hedgehog in your garden will enjoy it if you leave a small bowl of cat food out. This will also attract vermin and cats. Please do not feed bread and milk to hedgehogs. Not only is the bread lacking protein and nutrition, you will also give it the shits, as hedgehogs are lactose intolerant. Bread is also unsuitable for ducks. A diet of bread is incredibly unhealthy for ducks. Instead, they should be given mealworms or vegetables such as peas, sweet corn, small amounts of carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, leafy greens, and even grapes.
Skeletor!
Now what, Spirit of Whiplash?
People have been feeding ducks with bread for decades.
Yes, and people are fucking idiots. Go away.
Yes, Skeletor.
Thanks for the question, Ben. The Fly Attractor writes, Snake Mountain has a garden. Dare we ask what grows in it? And does leaving a passed-out beastman have beneficial or harmful results? Well, yes, we have an extensive garden, and we grow all sorts of things, from fruit and vegetables and medicinal plants to dangerous plants, prohibited plants used in havoc magic, and several psychoactive, mind-altering plants used for the recreational pursuit of sanity fuckery. The presence of Beastman, conscious or otherwise, has no effect, and is of no interest to the plants. Thanks, Fly. Andrew reveals that he hasn't shaved all week and asks if I've considered growing a beard. Well, I used to have some wicked facial hair in my former life as Keldor, but as Skeletor, this is not an option available to me. Let's explore this. Look at me. How and where do you suggest I could grow a beard? A cursory examination of my head should reveal I have no actual face from which beard production is possible. I admit that a beard would suit me, but my skull lacks the necessary follicles to begin the process of growing one. The same goes for eyebrows. Thanks, Andrew. I hope that helps. Jojo asks, would you rather be trampled to death by 1,000 cats, a Shetland pony with a lightsaber, a swarm of locusts, or Mr. Motivator? Well, I'd like to choose the cats, but of the available options, only the Shetland pony would be heavy enough to successfully complete the trample. Your suggestion that said pony could wield a lightsaber is implausible and silly. Thanks, Jojo. Stephen Gray asks, did you ever have a gang? What did you call yourselves, and what Halloween hijinks did you get up to? Yes, I was the leader of an exclusive gang when I was 9 to 11 years old. There were 2 other members, an old man called Russell, who used to hang about near the village duck pond, and Bob, a stray dog that lived near the railway station. Bob owned 3 legs, but I never saw him fall over. Our gang was known as Keldor, Russell and Bob. We did not engage in hijinks, we simply sprawled on the grass near the duck pond, being philosophical and taking turns to chase and bite any passers-by. In practice, only 2 people were bitten, so in theory, it is still my turn. However, the gang was dissolved after 2 years because Russell stopped being alive and Bob found gainful employment chasing rats away from the bins at a butcher's shop. Thanks for the question. Retro Toy Guy Sai responds to last week's fiasco concerning Google's confusion as to whether or not the character Jaws appeared in Live and Let Die, and asks, have you found the one thing Google doesn't know? Or is reality broken? Well, neither of these scenarios are true. The fact is, the internet is an idiot. To illustrate my point, here is a perfectly reasonable question I recently asked ChatGPT, which left me none the wiser. You'll need to pause to read it, because it's going to disappear now. Thanks, Simon. Daniel Herrin seeks my thoughts on the Lego Technic Liber Crawler crane set, and says that $700 would buy a few hours of Tinder date fun. Well, Daniel, my indifference to a Lego crane set is absolute. But, if pressed for an opinion, I suppose I could think of much better ways to spend $700. The thought of having to build this thing is actually stressing me out. Thanks for the question. I'm sorry I can't really offer an informed opinion. Alex James asks if King Randor and I were Mouseketeers in our youth. No, absolutely not. How dare you? What a terrible thing to suggest. I like you, Alex, and you should know me better than that. This is the sort of question I expect from a ninny, and there has heretofore been no evidence to suggest that you are one. I can only assume that one of your sources is trying to sabotage your research. And if you would like them to be eradicated, I would be happy to help. And I hope that this has not deterred your future investigations. Thanks, Alex. Mike Ciccone asks if I have access to time travel, if I have ever communicated with my past or future self, or have attempted to defeat He-Man by smothering his grandfather in the crib. Well, Mike, yes, I do have access to time displacement portals, and I have communicated with my past and future selves on a number of occasions, all of which are too complicated to explain in this format. As for defeating He-Man by interfering with his ancestry, this is cheating, even by my questionable morality. I want to defeat He-Man personally and see the dull resignation on his stupid face. Thanks, Mike. K-Dog Broadcasting asks, what would be the greatest way to destroy Ramman? Well, the most satisfying method would likely be to smash him to bits and pieces with a full orthodox swing with a golf driver. Although this would not necessarily be the greatest way. How about covering him in peanut butter and presenting him to a hungry bear? I wonder if the viewers have any suggestions. Thanks, K-Dog. Finally this week, Paul Wilson has a great question that I am unfortunately struggling with. Paul writes, "Your mother-in-law has invited herself over. You have half an hour to convincingly fake your own death. Can you talk us through it?" Well, I don't have a mother-in-law, but I'm happy to go along with the premise. However, I've been thinking about this all week, and for whatever reason, I can't think of a convincing way to do it, as I am very difficult to kill. My first thought was to perhaps lay on the floor at the foot of the staircase in a dramatic and uncomfortable position, suggesting that I had broken my neck after a fall. Unfortunately, I do not have a neck, which makes the scenario implausible. I honestly can't think of a feasible option, and I feel I have let you down. In lieu of a suitable response, please accept this photo of an ugly lamp and the sound of foxes having sex with other foxes. Thanks, Paul, and my apologies for any disappointment.
Skeletor,
What, Spirit of Whiplash?
that was a deeply unsatisfying ending to the episode.
Yes, Spirit of Whiplash, I know. Give me a break, will you? Even Genius needs a day off. Get out of my sight.
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay, that brings us to the end of another packed episode. If you enjoyed the show, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your minions. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to leave me a comment or a bizarre question for next week. But until next time, get out of my sight before I beat you.